Das ji from Colombia told that in ISKCON they say ours is a Shiksha Parampara, not Diksha Parampara. So Prabhuji is asking, how can even an ordinary person know whether the Parampara one has accepted is bona fide or not, whether the Parampara is broken or unbroken? Thank you, Maharaj.
Well, the question coming now is, you are asking that ISKCON tells that we don't have Diksha Parampara or we have Shiksha Parampara. Well, this could be true. They might have some sort of a Shiksha Parampara, but who are the Acharyas in their Shiksha Parampara? They are Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gorakshadass Babaji and Jagannath Das Babaji. So let's see what their Shikshas are, and if Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is following and his followers are following the teachings which they have given, then yes, they might have this Shiksha Parampara concept also. So the main teachings of these three, Gorakshadass Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, are main teachings, and their application in life is just see how they used to offer bhoga. They used to offer bhoga in 3 steps. First, the bhoga was being offered Lord Gauranga, Lord Nityananda and Lord Advaita. To the 3 Prabhus the bhoga was being offered. Till Bhaktivinoda Thakur, bhoga was being offered to 3 Prabhus. Then water, after some time the water was given to wash their mouths, and after that cloth was given to wipe off the face. And then in the second part of the offering, the prasad of Lord Gauranga was given to Gadadhar Pandit and Shivas Pandit. And then after they took prasad, the prasad of Gadadhar Pandit, this Mahaprabhu, this prasad was being given to Goswami Varg and Guru Varg. Goswamis and Guru Goswami, etc. In entire Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, this way bhoga was being offered for the last 500 years. So if someone claims to have Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gorakshadass Babaji and Jagannath Babaji in their parampara, they must follow at least how they used to offer bhoga. You are telling you follow what they followed. Are you offering bhoga the way they used to offer bhoga? No. They used to chant some kind of Panch Tattva mantra. Are you doing the same Panch Tattva mantra? No, you do Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. But what they used to do? Shri Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra, Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So you are neither following bhoga the way they used to offer bhoga, you are not following Panch Tattva mantra the way they used to do. Then are you following Mangala Arti the way they used to sing, the way they used to do? They used to do Arti of 3 Prabhus, Gaur, Nitai and Advait, and you do Arti of entire Panch Tattva. Arti is not done of Panch Tattva. Arti, as per Gorakshadass Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda, Arti is being done of 3 Prabhus, Gaur, Nitai and Advait, and to Gadadhar and Shivas, they are being given Prasadi Arti. The Arti of Gadadhar Pandit and Shivas Pandit is not done. Even by big Mayapur temple ISKCON, Arti of Gadadhar and Shivas Pandit is also being done directly. It is wrong. You are not following Acharyas on your altar. They never used to do Mangal Arti like this. And you do Arti of Radha and Krishna also. No. Arti of Shri Krishna is being done, and after that Arti of Krishna is given to Radha Rani. So neither we are following the way they used to do Mangala Arti, they used to do Arti, the way of offering bhoga, the way of doing Panch Tattva mantra. None of them wear Janehus, Brahmanical thread, none of them. None of them ever wear saffron cloth. None of them ever did this Diksha mantra, the Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. They never did so. Please understand, in a parampara, what is parampara? What is sampradaya? Sampradaya means samyak pradayate sampradaya. Sampradaya. Pradaya means given, bestowed. Some means samyak bestowed completely. One sampradaya means they bestow completely what has been given to them by their predecessor Acharya. They change nothing of it. And here Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is adamant on following nothing of them. He is changing everything given by the predecessor Acharya, including the Guru, including Father. whom he is even putting on the altar. Why are you putting someone on the altar when you are not going to follow anything done by them or preached by them? You have started the Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha mantra. You tell me, you got it from Sampradaya? Gaur Kishoda Babaji never did that, never gave to anyone. Bhaktivinoda Thakur never did this. Janadhava Baba never did this. We have seen entire Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. No one does all this Bhuva Swaha or Jinehu, Brahmanical thread. Why did you start inventing new things? Please understand, in Trikal, Trikal means past, present or future. Jagannath Babaji and Gaurshadar Babaji and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they cannot be in the same parampara. Why is it so? It is so because Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Jagannath Babaji, they belong to Lord Nityanand's family. That tilak which they wear is like this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Jagannath Babaji. And why I am telling you details of this? So that you can understand how one can go to the spiritual world and how one serves the Lord there in the spiritual world. When we get initiated in a bona fide parampara comes in a bona fide parivar. And in a bona fide parivar, all the acharyas from Lord Nityananda till right now, this current age, all of them wear the same tilak. And all the people initiated in Lord Nityananda's lineage, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jagannath Babaji, myself, we all stay in the spiritual world where Lord Nityananda stays around cottages around Lord Nityananda. We stay around Lord Nityananda. We get up, we sleep around that place only. Around Lord Nityananda, we get up, we rinse our mouth, we serve our Gurudev also there. All the devotees in Nityananda family, they do that. Someone is initiated in Vakreshwar Pandit lineage. Then what is he going to do? He will sleep in a cottage near Vakreshwar Pandit. And he and his entire Guru work from now till last 500 years, they will sleep around the same place. And the devotee will serve his Gurudev, and they will, in the morning also they will get up together and they will together meet their main Acharya, like in our case, Lord Nityananda, in someone's case it would be Gadadhar Pandit. And in case of Gaurshadar Babaji, with his entire Guru, he will first greet and respect Lord Advaita Acharya. Together they will go and serve Lord Gauranga. And Gaurshadar Babaji and Lord Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they will all go together to Lord Nityananda, and they will, along with Lord Nityananda, they will go to Lord Gauranga and serve him there. This happens in morning also, in Prata Leela also, the same way service is being done. We sleep with Lord Nityananda, we get up with Lord Nityananda, with all the devotees in Nityananda lineage. And Gaurshadar Babaji is from Advait lineage. He sleeps around Lord Advaita Acharya, gets up there. So it is not possible that they can ever be together in the same parampara. It is not possible. It is just not possible. Whosoever has put them in the same parampara, it is totally whimsical. There is no parampara in it. ISKCON or Gaudiya Math, they neither have any Shiksha parampara, they don't have any Diksha parampara. You tell me, without connection to a proper Diksha parampara, how will you serve Lord Gauranga in spiritual world? Just a simple question. It is not that anonymously anyone can go there and serve the Lord Gauranga in the spiritual world. One has to be connected to a proper lineage, either coming from Lord Nityananda, Lord Advaita Acharya, or Gadadhar Pandit, or Srivas Pandit. One cannot be connected to a combo of acharyas of all the parivars and make it together and term it as a parampara. Parampara is not created. It exists eternally. No one can create a parampara. So ISKCON unfortunately neither has Diksha parampara nor has Shiksha parampara. Everything done is exactly opposite of Gaurshadar Babaji and Jagannath Babaji. Whether it is Panch Tattva mantra, you are calling yourself as a Shiksha parampara, at least follow their teachings. Neither Panch Tattva mantra, nor Bhoga mantra, nor Janehu, nor the Diksha mantras, nor Siddh Pranali. And Babaji, even Bhakti Vinod Thakur, at the end of his life, he took Babaji Vesh. He didn't take Sannyas Vesh, saffron. He took Babaji Vesh, white. Ask Bhakti Saraswati, you are putting them in the altar and you are saying that you follow them. Who bestowed upon you saffron cloth or a sannyas danda? Gaurshadar Babaji never did. Surely he never did. Which Srivas Angan? All the Siddha saints in Srivas go to Srivas Angan, which is on the other side of the Ganges. Bhakti Saraswati invented even this new Srivas Angan. Can you imagine the quantum of deviation which has been done by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and the followers thereon? ISKCON or Gaudiya Math neither has any form of Shiksha Parampara or any form of Diksha Parampara. Even if you could imaginary Shiksha Parampara, that won't work. That will not give you Prem Seva in the spiritual world. Prem Seva is being given by a channel. Even if you want to go to Vaikuntha, there has to be a Diksha channel. All the Guru Varga have to be, you have to serve with your Guru Varga. And Guru Varga means, Guru Varga plain and simple means, person who gave you Diksha is your Guru. And to Guru, the person who gave Diksha was his Guru. And similarly like this, up to the Lord. All the Guru, they all together serve the Lord. There is a channel. And the tilak which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is putting, nobody puts in the spiritual world. How can you put this tilak and think that you can serve Lord Gauranga in the spiritual world? This yellow tilak with Tulsi Patti. No one can enter the spiritual world because of this yellow tilak. Tilak is bestowed from the eternal associates of the Lord who were there with the Lord at the time when he came to perform his pastimes 500 years back. Nityananda Prabhu wears a different tilak. This is the tilak which he wears, and everyone in this parampara wears this tilak. Advaita Parivar's tilak is circular. Advaita Acharya wears a circular tilak, and entire Advaita Acharya family wears that circular tilak. Vakreshwar Pandit Parivar is like dot in between. He wears a different tilak. All the eternal associates of the Lord, they get different tilaks. They are called eternal tilaks. No one puts yellow tilak with Tulsi Patra. Tell me the tilak which you are putting, was this being created by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati or was this tilak being bestowed upon him by Gaurshadar Babaji? You don't even accept tilak given by your Guru. You don't even accept Panchtattva Mitra given by your Guru. You don't accept Bhoga offering the way the Guru used to do. You create Janeo and you still call yourself coming in their lineage. Have some respect for them, and the followers have some common sense. See how you have been brainwashed to follow someone who is following nobody. There is no Shiksha or Diksha Parampara in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math. Be very clear about it. And we have got no person anything liking or disliking towards Bhaktisiddhanta and company. We are just telling you what is pure Gaudiya Vaishya Sampradaya and how we serve Lord Gauranga in the spiritual world. If you want to follow the path followed by Gaurshadar Babaji or Jainadas Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which we are following, we are just telling the pure path followed by all the pure saints in Gaudiya Vaishya Sampradaya before Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and company. Just a small cult call, Bhaktisiddhanta and followers, they are walking on an imaginary path. Other than that, everyone is walking on the same path. That is why there is no need to put any picture of any great saint in your altar in the form of Shiksha Parampara. Why? Because everyone's Shiksha is practically the same. There is no difference Shiksha of Gaurshadar Babaji or Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Jainadas Babaji or Bhagwan Das Babaji or any Babaji. Everyone is following practically the same. So there is no point putting anyone in the Shiksha Parampara. There is absolutely no point in having any Shiksha Parampara because Parampara means teachings are followed the same for hundreds of years. These are not the only Siddh Mahatmas, 3 of them. So many Siddh Mahatmas have been there. No one puts a picture of any of the Siddh Mahatmas on their altar. Everyone is following the same path. We are following exactly the same path which Gaurshadar Babaji followed, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur followed, Jainadas Babaji. Everyone is following the same path. Nobody is following a different path other than ISKCON and Gaudiya Math. They are following exactly the opposite path given by Gaurshadar Babaji and Jainadas Babaji and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Well, when I got to know that ISKCON is neither having any Shiksha Parampara, nor having any Diksha Parampara, not following Panchtattva Mantra, don't even know how to offer Bhoga. You know even how to offer Bhoga? Bhoga, you may offer just one plate, But in your mind, you have to maintain that one plate has 4 plates. One is offered to Gaur, one to Nitai, one to Advait, one to Krishna. Even the basic things are not revealed, they are not aware of in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math. Then when I came to know about all this, I left ISKCON that very day. Hundreds of devotees left along with me. So many of Prabhupada disciples, they leave when they get to know about the Tilak is imaginary, Bhoga is imaginary, Panchtattva is imaginary, Diksha Mantra is imaginary, self-created, nothing is being bestowed. Sampradaya means everything is being bestowed. And here, nothing is being bestowed, everything is created. It is like a Nav Nirmani Yojana. Everything is being created. Nothing of the Sampradaya, total creation is yours. When I got to know, I left. Prabhupada disciples came, so many of Prabhupada disciples have taken shelter here in Radha Kunda. So when they get to know the truth, who will stay who will ruin his remaining part of his life? No intelligent man would. Even Bhakti Siddhanta's disciples left Bhakti Siddhanta when then they got to know the reality of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Actually, whatever has been done by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is nothing but the clouds which have covered the real sun of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Everything he has done has actually covered the real Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, which always existing in perfection. He changed everything and still proclaiming to be a followers of someone. You don't follow a single iota of their teachings. Bhaktivedanta and company and followers, they follow only Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Other than that, they invented everything from Mangala, from this Shingara Arti, from everything, Bhoga, Diksha Mantra, Panchtattva Mantra, Janehu, Sannyas, Bhavat, nothing is being followed of the Acharya, predecessor Acharyas. Okay, you don't follow, that is fine enough. Then why are you putting the pictures on the altar? See, there is another parivar called Nitai Gaur Radheshyam Parivar. This is just behind ISKCON Vrindavan temple, Nitai Gaur Radheshyam. So, Nitai Gaur Radheshyam, Bhajo Hare Krishna Hare Ram, they chant like this. So you tell that they are all wrong. They say that you are all wrong. So they are also very famous. Like ISKCON, they are also doing seva at very prominent Leela service in Navadvip and Vrindavan. You may say they are wrong, they may say you are wrong. But the fact is, we have to see what has been followed till last 500 years. Why to fight among yourselves? This is wrong, that is wrong. What has been followed by last 500? Follow that plain and simple. This is called Shiksha Parampara without putting any picture on the altar of any saint. And who on earth told you that without Diksha, proper line, unbroken lineage, 500-year-old Parivar and Parampara, you can attain Prem Seva of Lord Gauranga and Prem Seva of Radha Krishna? Impossible! Impossible! The Guru who gives you Diksha here is your eternal Guru Manjari in Vrindavan, Nitya Vrindavan. And this same Diksha Guru is your eternal Gurudev in Nitya Navadvip. And there's another concept, imaginary concept of ISKCON and Gaudiya Math is you don't even know what your relationship with the Lord is. Entire Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, other than you all know that they are all Dasis of Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world and Das of Gaura. You don't even know that. 99.99999% of the ISKCON devotees, they don't even know that there are 3 Prabhus in Nitya Navadvip. They think either Lord Gauranga only or Nitai Gaur. They think Advaita Acharya is some sort of an Acharya. No, he is also the Supreme Lord. Aarti is being done of the 3 Lords. Bhoga is being done of the 3, is given to the 3 Lords. We don't even know the basic ABCD of spiritual life. And yet we have spent 40-50 years in a organization. Just imagine our unfortunate state. Just think how unfortunate we are. At least now at the fag end of our lives, we must change. Embrace the reality. Embrace true Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Putting picture on the altar is something else. Following their teachings is something else. And if you have, see in our Vani you can see, we have got no malice against anyone. We are just giving you pure knowledge. If Lord is merciful upon you, then you will be able to accept this pure knowledge. And if you are the product of this Kali Yuga, Man Suvanda Bhagya, as told in Srimad Bhagavatam, most unfortunate people, then even after hearing this, you will continue to associate with the cult and not with the real Gaudiya Vaishya Sampradaya. May Lord Gauranga be merciful upon all of you. Hare Krishna.
Therefore, it is absolutely clear that ISKCON does not really follow the teachings being followed by Shri Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj.